Hey there, my name is Jeremiah Taylor. I'm a listing partner and buyer specialist with the Clark Group at LifePoint Real Estate. So today I'm going to be talking about how much money I made in my first year of being a real estate agent. I've been licensed for 9 months now, so it hasn't been a full year. Got licensed in March, I believe. I didn't go full time until like April or May, so just take these numbers with a grain of salt. It's also only December 3rd, so I have some more time to generate new business and get some things under contract. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I've closed 10 transactions. I have 3 under contract right now. My very first closing, they both closed on the same day. So I sold at $215,000. I represented the buyers. The lead source was Zillow under my team leader's name, and she just gave me the lead. Of that 3%, the gross commission, I took home $2,200. My second transaction, which I also closed on the same day, it was a $180,000 condo. That lead came from Boomtown, so if you're an agent, you probably know what that is, but it's just a CRM. So we've essentially created our own Zillow platform for people to view homes. So when they go in there, make an account, then we capture that lead. So of the 3% of the $180,000, I took home $2,200. Those two closings both happened in May, and again on the same day. So that was a nice little paycheck for my first one. Third closing was a house that I sold at $171,000. So technically I didn't actually sell it. I helped the buyers buy it, but I didn't fully represent them as they pretty much scammed me, not scammed me, I don't know, they stiffed me pretty much. So I showed the buyers a house. They told me that they liked it, but they said they didn't want to write above list price, which is all the homes that I've sold this year, they've all gone above. She pretty much lied and went with another agent, and they wrote the offer above list price. So my team and I, fought to get something out of it. I definitely didn't want to complete the transaction because, I didn't really want to work with them if they don't want to work with me. So I think I made like $500. So that was, it closed and I got paid on it. So it was essentially just a flat fee referral for me showing the house to them and pretty much being the procuring cause for those buyers. So that was a weird situation, which hasn't happened since. That happened in April. My fourth closing sold for $219,000. That lead source came from my teammate who just gave me the lead. She got the lead from Veterans United. Veterans United, I believe their referral fee is like 30%. So of that $219,000, I took home $1,400. So my fifth closing was actually a mobile home that was $18,430, and of that I made $282.89. That came from OpCity, which if you're a newer agent, I would highly recommend that you download OpCity and start receiving leads from there. That was one of my first self-generated leads, and I would never do a mobile home again. I will never do it. I would not recommend it to newer agents. The mobile home closed in August. That was an interesting experience. My sixth closing was a $295,000 home, and that lead source was from Zillow under my team leader's Zillow page. She just gave me the lead. So of that 3%, I made $4,300. This property closed in September. The next property sold for $104,000. I represented the buyer, and that lead came from just a call in from one of our listings. So, when you have a listing, you put up the signs for sale, and that's how this lead came into our lap. So she, again, just gave me the lead, and I worked with him and got him to purchase a house. So of the 3% of that $104,000, I took home $1,500. That also closed in September. So my next closing was actually an off-market listing that we had. The property sold for $180,000 to a cash investor. Of the $180,000, I took home $1,400. So the $180,000, that was a company generated lead from a lead source called Homelight. And from those Homelight leads, I believe we pay like 0.3% of the gross commission. So a pretty big chunk. So my next closing was a $265,000 property. And this was another situation where my teammate gave me the lead. The lead came from Veterans United. So paying veterans, paying my teammate, paying the brokerage, paying my team. I took home $2,100. That closing also happened in October. My most recent closing was a property that sold for $375,000. That was another lead source, so we had to pay like 1/4 to 0.3% of the gross commission, and then I had to pay my team leader for having me be on the transaction with her, being a co-op agent for that, paying my team, paying my brokerage. So of the gross commission, I took home $2,700. I have a listing right now that's under contract that was listed at $175,000. So I'll be getting paid on that this month, and I believe I'm making around $1,800. And that listing came from a for sale by owner. I just called him up and he needed help, so that's where I got that listing from. The buyer that I have under contract right now is actually from a lender that I was working with, and he liked how I worked. I liked how he worked. So, we referred each other business. So that's how I have this buyer under contract right now at $110,000. I believe I'm gonna make like $1,400. And then I have a new build under contract at $148,000 representing the buyer. And this is another Op City lead. All in all, for the year of 2021, of my 9 months, 7-month full-time of being an agent, I've made about $26K. I'm probably going to close out the year with hopefully $50K because that's my goal. But right now, the things that I have under contract, I'm looking at like $30K. So that was my first year in real estate. And just to give you guys some context, I really wanted to get to the meat of the video right up front. But I'm in Columbus, Ohio. My office is based in Westerville, Ohio. So the average home in Westerville is like $330K. So, by no means is this like a luxury market. It's very affordable to buy homes here. We have people all over the country looking to buy in Ohio because the market is just so affordable right now in terms of actual home prices in comparison to like New York, LA, Chicago, Florida, where a lot of people are leaving because they want more space. They want a bigger bang for their buck. So that's what my year looked like. To do 13 transactions in your first year is definitely not the ordinary. So if you are a newer agent and you're wanting to have a killer year, you definitely want to make sure that you're paired with a team that can support your growth. They have the expertise, they have the business to be able to give you, and really just the sense of camaraderie where you actually want to be around those people and to ask questions. You want to be around them to lean on, and you want to be able to just a lot of the things that I've learned this year is not even from asking questions. It's not even from, being trained. A lot of the things that I've learned this year is simply by being around other agents and seeing how they conduct their business. It's simply around hearing the conversations that they have and how they say things and how they word things, and looking over their shoulder and just really being a fly on the wall and sucking up all the information possible. That's super, super important. And I think you definitely want to find a brokerage that you can call home. Being a real estate agent, you definitely don't want to be a lone wolf. Being an agent it's a people business. So you want to make sure that the people that you're surrounding yourself to create this business are people that you like to be around, because they're going to be your support system. I also want to mention that on my team, not only do I have a marketing specialist, not only do I have a team leader who oversees everything, not only do I have a broker who's very involved, I have a transaction coordinator who handles the transaction. For once we get under contract, they take a huge load off of the agent. So all of our job is really just to bring the business, and there's just a well-oiled machine, and from there it's pretty simple. We also have an administrative assistant who does a lot of the things that we don't want to do, like paperwork type thing. So that's it for this video. If you are a newer agent and you have any questions, please write them down in the comments below. And if I can answer them, I would love to. If you have any video ideas, I would love to create some videos. If you are a newer agent, I do have videos on my channel that I will put here, and I have a playlist of. So if you're thinking of getting into the business, you can kind of see my experience and how to get your license, how to get, your first sale. That's super important. So definitely check out those videos. And if you found this video to be useful, subscribe. I post videos every single Friday, every Friday evening, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you found this valuable. If you know of someone who's trying to get into the real estate business and they're in a similar market, please feel free to share this video with them. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Bye.